to take you on a tour of our pantry. We actually just spent about half an hour cleaning it out because it's been 15 months since we went paleo, and there was some scary food lurking in there that wasn't yet moldy or foul and disgusting in some way, which means it's foul and disgusting in another way. So we went ahead and threw that out, and now we have a nice clean paleo pantry. Cole, you want to show everybody what some of your favorite foods are?
Dates.
What do we use dates in?
Granola. Granola.
Yeah, we make our own granola. You guys like to snack on them too, huh? What else is in there?
Cranberries. We also use them in granola.
Yeah. Now, before you freak out about our very non-paleo ways, Ocean Spray cranberries do have a little bit of sugar added.
Can I do more?
We just find them to be much more inexpensive and available at Costco. So you can find, you can find your own at Trader Joe's and some other places like that. But it's one of our faleos, 80-20% rule, I guess. So, Cole, you missed the cinnamon apples and the seaweed and all the stuff on the floor.
I'm freak out about seaweed.
Oh, you're gonna freak out about seaweed?
So I'm not gonna.
They might not freak out about seaweed. Maybe they want to know that you like seaweed.
Cinnamon apples that are dehydrated.
Where do those come from?
Apples, and then you put cinnamon on them.
Do you want to show people the box of apples that we get from the farmer's market? You gonna pick it up?
And apples.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a rather large box of apples, and we get it by inquiring to our farmer. Yes. We get it
pineapple!
by inquiring to our farmer as to what kind of apples are on sale and what we can get by what they call a half bushel, is that size of that box.
And pineapple I like.
Yes.
Pineapple came in first place.
Half bushel of apples is usually $25, and it lasts us 2 to 3 weeks, maybe. It depends on how much applesauce, how many dehydrated apples, and how much just regular apple eating we're
And
doing.
tuna!
Yeah, so Cole's moved on to the can shelf. He's skipped the applesauce squeezers, which we use all the time. He's skipped the seaweed. He doesn't really like to talk about eating seaweed because not everybody likes seaweed.
Yeah.
But do you like seaweed? Yeah. It kind of reminds us of the story of David Shannon, the girl, what's her name, Camilla? And she got a case of the stripes by not wanting to tell people that she liked lima beans. So, I guess Cole doesn't want to get a case of the stripes by having to pretend that he doesn't like seaweed, because he does like seaweed, so if he just doesn't talk about it, he won't get a case of the stripes.
And almond butter came in last place.
It comes in last place, you don't like it? I thought you like to dip your apples in it.
You know, I like it a little. And honey came in second place.
After what, pineapple? So,
And then apples came in, no, olives came in third.
yeah, we don't even have any olives because you guys eat them so quickly. Just also, obviously, all of our canned stuff, we try to minimize. We do let the boys get pineapple and black olives are really our canned goods, other than canned tuna and canned salmon. And we just make sure that it's coming in either olive oil or in some juices. With our canned sardines here, this is a really big container of Wild Tree butter flavored grapeseed oil that we got from our farmer's market, and we really like it. It's a nice finishing flavor.
Raspberry honey came from our farmer's market, and the honey, and this honey.
The grapeseed oil is top 3 in terms of health benefits. We try to stick to lard. One second. We try to stick to lard, coconut oil, and olive oil. Duh. So, but when it comes comes to needing something in baking or needing something like when you're pureeing turnips or cauliflower and you're trying to get that butter flavor, for us, we don't eat dairy at all. So this natural butter grapeseed oil that's flavored with coconut, but doesn't taste like coconut, tastes like butter, works really well for that. So we've also got a lot of vinegars and coconut aminos. We've got Cole's favorite sweet and savory pineapple sauce. We're trying to work on a recipe to make that ourselves and not have to buy it. But it is, again, by the Wild Tree brand that we found to be pretty good quality. We've got tamari and these really awesome packets of tamari at Whole Foods. So when we go to our favorite sushi buffet, we can all take a packet and not have to worry about wheat in our soy sauce. It's still soy of the lagoon, but it's fermented and it's not as problematic to our digestive system. So we use this as a treat as we need. And then, as Cole was saying, we have honey here. The boys love this honey. We get it from a local beekeeper at our farmer's market. He's really cool. He lets the boys look at the honeycomb that he brings in. We've got sunflower seed butter. We like Trader Joe's brand. It does have sugar in it, but it's, I think, 3 grams per 2 tablespoons. So if you're eating that with an apple, you're getting more sugar from the apple. So it's not something we're really worried about and flavor-wise. It's just much better than the Marinantha brand, which is the other one that we found. And then we've got some almond butter here. This happens to be the Trader Joe's brand, but actually for almond butter we like the Marinantha brand the best, and we get that in a big container at Trader Joe's, and we're actually out right now. And then all of these big buckets in the back, these are all our tropical tradition coconut products. We've got palm shortening, coconut chips, and we ordered 2 gallons worth of coconut oil in our last order. So this is a coconut oil container, and then there's one beneath it. We use that a lot. All right, settle the end. We're back. Technical glitch. This is our blonde coconut palm sugar. We get this through Subscribe and Save on Amazon. Actually, I have a big box of it up there left over. We like this as a sweetener instead of agave. We started using it in our recent recipes. It is dry in texture, so it's easier for us to adopt dry sugar recipes when we're replacing things. And it also has less fructose and still a low glycemic load. So we find that it's minimal processing. It has a distinct maple flavor, so we just try to work with that. We try to do complementary flavors. We used it in our apple pie cupcakes, and the icing was really good because the kind of has a caramel flavor to it. But overall, it's working really well in baked good. We still don't use sweeteners like we used to. We don't sweeten our tea or our coffee or anything like that, but for baking it's really great. We have our unsweetened almond milks. We have Matt's pseudo food product. I don't know what he's using that whey powder for, honestly. We have a basket of nuts. We've got macadamia, walnut, almond, all kinds of goodies in there. We're always using nuts, right, Cole? And then
pecans.
Oh, pecans, yeah. And here we've got kind of our Paleo basket, I guess. Well, the cocoa powder isn't Paleo, but we actually have these tapioca pearls when we made our bubble tea.
And we can make our own.
And before we had perfected our own granola recipe, we bought this giant bag of gluten-free rolled oats, but it's been sitting up here for a while, and we'll probably use it some sort of party crisp or something this summer where we can use it without wasting it and still get it out of the house. So that is our pantry, other than our cleaning products and coolers and aprons and all that kind of stuff on the other side. And clearly we're using way too many plastic bags. But I don't know, if you have any questions, if you think we're missing something from our paleo pantry that you really love and you don't see here, let us know, because we're always looking for things to add. You know, when we moved in and we weren't paleo, our pantry was overfilling. I mean, it was just tons and tons of boxed and canned goods that weren't good for us. I mean, I just saw it by throwing out all that stuff. I can't imagine what that food is doing in your system if it can sit on a shelf for a year and a half and look the same. So, yeah, if you know of good quality products that we are clearly spacing out on, we'd love to hear from you. You have anything else you want to say?
I forgot to tell you something.
Oh.
Raisins are one of my favorite foods too.
Yep, that's true. Dry food in general. I mean, obviously it's high in sugar, but my kids run all around this house, and it's just something I really don't worry about. They get a nice balance of eating it with salami or dipping their apples in almond butter or getting protein all over the place with hard-boiled eggs. So it's here on the bottom shelf for them to kind of grab and tell us they want a snack when they want it, and works out pretty well, especially when the baby steals it and has one of the bigger kids open it for him. All right, well, thanks for watching episode 2. Hopefully it works out, and